What's up guys, this is HylianMom, and today in Grounded, I'm going to show you how to find the sticky key so that you can open the sticky chest inside the tire in the Upper Grasslands and obtain the bomb arrows recipe. Some things you're going to need for this is some tufts or a tuft trinket in order to be able to float down. You're also going to need a black ant shovel to break through the gum. And if you have not accessed the Upper Grasslands already, you're going to need a brat burst and to have purchased multi-story bases for 1,000 raw science from Burgle so that you can build stairs in order to use these things to access the Upper Grasslands. If you already have a way to the Upper Grasslands, go ahead and skip ahead to the sticky key chapter, and otherwise we'll meet you there. Here at the mysterious machine in the center of the map, I'm going to be showing you guys the safest path I know to obtain our end destination, which is all the way up here in the Upper Grasslands. So this is where we are going to be ending up to find the sticky key. Starting at the mysterious machine, we are first going to be going to the Upper Yard Ascent, which is right over here in the corner. But I'm going to take a little bit of a roundabout way to avoid a lot of creatures in this section. We are going to start by going up beside the oak tree on the left side and putting our first marker on the rock right here at the side of the oak roots. That's going to give us a safe path through the pond right over to our Upper Yard Ascent. So facing the oak tree, we're just going to run straight towards it. It's going to take us by this side of the poncho, and then we should see the oak tree roots ahead. All right, when you see the roots here, we're going to go underneath this little stick, and we're just passing by the left side of the tree here. We go underneath this little stick and the roots here. Do watch out for a potential orb weaver that sometimes does roam this way, but we're just going to keep following our marker and just kind of weave our way over to the stone. Once we're at the stone, we're going to set our next marker here on the map for the other side of the pond, right about there. And this is going to be a really quick path. We're going to avoid the mosquitoes that are down here on the stone. That's why we're going in the water. But as long as you stay near the surface, it should be perfectly safe. Here at the end of the pond, we're going to find this rock we can walk out with. And we're going to have Frankenline right over there to our right. So we're going to stick to the rocks and head to Frankenline. And then we're going to be running along the rock wall there, keeping it right on our side to avoid the bombardiers that do live here. So we're going to run along the wall. We're going to skirt around this little water area. And as you keep following the wall, you'll see this very large stone ahead. So caution, underneath that is a wolf spider den. If you come in the daytime, he should be sleeping, but just be cautious and listen for noises, right? We're going to be using this stick over here to get on top of the rock. And then from the rock here, we're going to jump to the rock wall here. And turn to the right, walk along the edge. And you should find this. This is the Upper Yard Ascent. So you jump on the roots here. And this is where, if you have not been here before, there will be a cracked rock right here that you need to use brat bursts for. So blow up the cracked rock if you haven't already, and then we go to the leaf, and you can use the leaf to get up here. Now we're in this area. Now, the game function has the ladybird larva cave to take you from this area to the upper area here. But much, much easier is to just go straight to the back wall here. And we're going to be finding an overturned leaf. Underneath this overturned leaf, we've got a rock that's leaning. So if you kind of just sneak in here, you can use the stairs blueprint and just build 2 stairs, and you'll have instant easy access to the Upper Grasslands. It's a lot safer than Ladybird Larva Cave. Now we're up here. So what we need now is a safe path to get through this whole Upper Grasslands area, which is very filled with tier 3 creatures. We're going to start by running along this rock wall all the way to the handle net of the pond skimmer. So that's where our marker is going right there. When you get to your marker, we're going to open the map again. And now what we want to do is we're going to go straight back to the corner of the shed deck here. And we're going to be following along the wall behind this battery and just make our way all the way up here to where this corner of the cinder blocks meets the edge of the shed deck there. So that's going to be our destination. So set your marker at the back corner there, and we're just going to run. There is a chance of ladybird larvae in this area. I do advise, if you're not prepared for them, to just keep running until they lose their aggro. You should end up in this little kind of culvert ditch at first, and it's just going to kind of weave through till you see the corner of the shed there.
Don't get burned.
So we're just going to run along the end here and just keep going. You'll see the baseball here to your right. So just go on the left side of the baseball, up behind the battery here. And we're going to continue to the back. So you should see the cinder blocks off to your right side. And what we're going to be doing from here, this is where the deck meets the dirt here, where you basically can actually go around and get up onto the shed deck. So right here on the map, what we're going to be doing is going in front of these items to the trash bags, and then we're going to be going around to the back wall behind here. So we're just going to set our marker there. And the reason we're going in front of the cinder blocks is because there is wasps behind the cinder block we're going to be trying to avoid. So we're going to head over this way. We do have to get on top of this dirt. We're going to lean to the left, and then we'll go back to the right to get in front of the cinder blocks here. There we go. And now we're just basically going to follow along. You'll see the live battery ahead. We're just going to go in the front of that. And you'll see the bin here again. We're going to go back and just keep close to the edge here. And then ahead of you, you should see the sour wormhole container here. Little rocket, little space rocket. So at the space rocket, you basically just want to jump up onto it, and we're going to kind of go around on the trash. There will be the leaf here, and you have to hop over a few pine cones potentially if you don't want to harvest them. We're just going to stick really close to the trash bag here. Jump over this pine cone. And now we're going between the bucket and the trash bags to the very back wall. There we go. So now that we're at the back wall, our next objective here is to put our marker all the way at the other end of the ladder. And we're actually going to be walking on the ladder to try to avoid the black ox and some creature spawns that are wandering at the back here. So as we go, we'll go onto the ladder end. So right here, we're just going to walk along the ladder. And you want to keep going all the way to the ladder's end here, where the ivy will start to show up. So you've got these thick ivy here. Now, we actually need to get up on top of this ivy, and this is where the tufts are going to come into use. So we'll just show on the map exactly where we are here. This is where we are. So we're going to be going up here to get to the sticky key. So first you want to be going up this leg here. Just be careful at the top because there is a gap you can fall through. So you want to stand on the end here. And we're going to be tufting to that corner wall right there. So we're going to jump straight and then tuft to the side to get around this leaf. There we go. Once you're on here, we're going to walk down a little bit, and this lets us get onto this ivy directly to the side of us. So we're going to jump carefully onto here, and then you can just follow this ivy all the way up. Just be cautious, right, of the ends. Take your time. All the way up to the ladder, and then you'll be onto the ladder, and then we're going to turn and go all the way back to this end, down here. This is going to let us access this ledge here. And this ivy, where we're going to walk along. And that's going to let us get over here. So now we need to get on top of this one here. In order to do that, we're going to jump up and basically get ourselves onto this wall here using this little stem. Once you're here, you should be able to easily walk along and get onto this one. And this is going to lead you all the way up till you'll find this in your way. And you're going to keep going up as high as you can, and then you won't be able to go up anymore. So at this point, what you want to do is you want to jump onto this leaf. Just be careful. And then use this leaf to give yourself the little boost to get up to the wall. There we go. So now we're here at the top of the wall, and our sticky key, we can see right down there, is a gum nugget. So let's continue to the gum nugget. And we'll pull out our black ant shovel here. And there we go. We've got a sticky key. So now that we have this, we just have to make our way to the chest. So from here, this is where it's very good to have your tufts. We're going to just jump down and tuft onto the ladder again. And we're going to run all the way back to that end on the ladder. Once we're here, we're going to be jumping off, and again, we're going to use the tufts to get down and just basically backtrack where we were to the sour wormhole container. So we're going to go down and just go between the bucket and the bags. And again, just stick close to the trash bags as you make your way around by the pine cones. You'll have the leaf here and then our sour wormhole bottle. So when you're here, you can see that we've got the red tool bin here. And beyond, oh, hello, little friend. Beyond, we've got the tire. So you're going to run towards the red tool bin at the back. Make sure you're staying at the back of it. And I'm just going to keep going and ignore those little guys. And then at the tire, you want to go to the right side. So you go around the right side to where the dirt is at the level where you can reach the top. And here we are at the top. So one word of caution, once you jump into the tire, you will have to parkour out on these leaves. That's the only way to get out, so it is a bit of a parkour challenge. But from here, there's also a spiny water fleas inside, so they will try to get you. I always hate those guys. I just leave them alone and run. So we're going to go down into the water here. And you can see the chest right here. So we're going to go over here. We're going to open up the chest. And voila. In here, you will find the waterlogged recipe. There we go. As you can see, the water fleas will be quite on top of you, so just do your best to work around them. And now we're going to go ahead and parkour out of here. And there we go. Hopefully this helps anybody who was looking for this sticky key and how to get this chest open. As always, guys, be kind, stay legendary, and may the Triforce always be with you. HylianMom out.